Hello and welcome to Busan FM News at 8, and I'm Pageni. Rival parties agreed today to install a special parliamentary committee on public safety to discuss the prevention of accidents in the country. The agreement was reached during a meeting between ruling Saenuri Party floor leader Lee Wan-gu and his counterpart Woo Yoon-gun of the main opposition New Politics Alliance for Democracy. The parties also agreed to set up respective task forces on reforming the civil servants' pension plan and to hold a bipartisan meeting if necessary. As for the timetable on parliamentary schedules, the two agreed that a 4-day inquiry session on government offices will be held on October the 31st and again from November the 3rd to 5th. A former Chinese official says that President Park Geun-hye and Chinese President Xi Jinping will hold a summit on the sidelines of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation or APEC summit set for November in China. Former Chinese State Councillor Tang Jia-xuan made the remarks during a meeting with President Park at the presidential office today. Tang said that Park and Chinese Prime Minister Li Keqiang held a successful meeting on the sidelines of the recent Asia-Europe meeting, or ASEM, in Italy. Tang added the Chinese media praised Park and Li for sharing views on many issues. Park responded that she was impressed by Tang's vigorous efforts and contribution to developing relations between Seoul and Beijing. The president expressed hope that Tang will continue its efforts for the two countries, with his great attention and knowledge on bilateral relations. In local news, Hamadoun Touré, the Secretary General of the International Telecommunications Union, or ITU, called South Korea the appropriate venue for the organization's conference that kicked off Monday. He cited significant ICT developments in South Korea. Touré said in his first press meeting in Busan that Korea is a particularly appropriate and fitting venue for this landmark conference. He added that no other country in the world has so enthusiastically and successfully harnessed its national development to the power of ICTs. He also said the event's venue is safe from Ebola. The Busan Metropolitan Police Agency has received the President Team Commendation at the 69th Police Day. The Busan Police Agency scored the highest among 16 local agencies for maintaining peace. The agency also ranked the highest at uprooting the 4 major civil evils during the first half of this year. South Korea will hold minister-level bilateral ICT talks with 17 countries during the International Telecommunications Union, or ITU, organizers said. The Ministry of Science, ICT and Future Planning said that they will hold bilateral meetings with ministers and vice ministers from 17 countries who are attending the ITU meeting, and lend hands to local ICT firms aiming to tap overseas markets. Moving on to the international news. South African athlete Oscar Pistorius has been given 5 years in jail for killing his girlfriend Reva Steenkamp. The judge also gave Pistorius a 3-year suspended sentence for a firearms charge. The parents of Reva Steenkamp told the BBC they were happy with the sentence and relieved the case was over. The defense said it expected Pistorius to serve about 10 months in prison. Pistorius was convicted of culpable homicide but cleared of murder. And the weather forecast. Rainy weather is expected to continue until tomorrow afternoon. The air quality in Busan is good. The morning low will be 15 degrees in Busan, 14 in Ulsan, and 16 in Changwon, while the high will be 18 in Busan and Changwon, and 16 in Ulsan. It is currently 15 degrees here in Busan. That's all for this hour's news, and thank you for joining us. Now you're listening to Busan EFM.